Hi. So it is Tuesday and I'm doing a live. I'll be on for regular live tomorrow, but bonsoir, Francois. I'll be on for a live tomorrow, but I figure I really neglected all y'all last week with the Thanksgiving holiday. So I figured I'd pop on. I actually did a bunch of production videos today, so you can watch for some production videos. So there's going to be some cool stuff there. So, hi, Serendip. So, I was glad to see everybody on my production debut today. Hey, Jay Marcus. Yeah, I am trying to balance my crazy life, and this is really where I want to be every day. So you guys always show up. I gotta make sure that I show up for you. So, but I love doing this. This is like my favorite thing to do. So, I figured we'd start out before we start, diving into some readings. I wanted to do a little bit of Charming Homes. I have to coordinate with my girlfriend Shelly to do the Yule log. So I have my supplies. We're going to be ready to go with that. But we'll talk a little bit more about it. But last night, over Thanksgiving, I host for my husband's family, for Greg's family, and I actually have three sets of china. I have my mother's set from the first time she got married, which is a beautiful white and silver Noritake set. And it's from like 1967. I don't know. It's really nice and it's pretty complete. I think it's almost, I think it's a service for 12. And then I somehow wound up with a partial set of my grandmother's Lenox. And then I stumbled across a vintage Japanese set on Facebook Marketplace. I had to have it. So I went and I got it. It's got dragons all over it. It's amazing. So all of those pieces of china were stashed all over the place in my house. I had some in boxes. I had some in the cabinets. I mean, I don't have a lot of cabinets because my house was built in the 80s. So I had some in the top cabinets. The thing was, but the shelf was bowing. I mean, it was a bad scene. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to find a china cabinet. I'm not into china cabinets, but I'm going to go get one. Um, and it was like the best thing I ever did. But I wanted a vintage piece. So I went on Facebook Marketplace. I found one and I brought it home. So, when we bring these other people's stuff into our house, we can bring their stuff with them, like their energies come with it. Again, like, practical purposes, clean it out really good. Like I wouldn't get anything that has like, fabric on it because like you never know. I know bed bugs and that kind of creepy stuff. But the first thing that you should do is you should clean it down all the way with a, good all natural cleaner. I always use Murphy's oil on wood. Cleaned it, dusted her off real good, cleaned her up with all the wood, give her a nice good bath. And then I go back, I fix any repair spots, and then I'll go and I'll do my polish with either orange oil or lemon oil, whatever is your choice, whatever you typically clean with. You can put some essential oils into that as long as it's test a piece of the wood. But the whole time that you're cleaning and handling your china cabinet, if you're friends with me on Facebook, if you can all friend me up on Facebook. I'm on Facebook publicly. If you go on Facebook, you'll see it. I posted it up and I said, "Oh, newly adopted." And everyone was like, "Where's the animal?" I'm like, "No, it's a cabinet." So there's all kinds of jokes on there about it being a haunted piece of furniture. And my paranormal friend JT kind of fired off in there. And my friend Bob put Slimer, Photoshop Slimer onto it. So, the whole idea is the richness that we bring into our house with another object, an object that someone else owned. We bring all those experiences, but we want to make sure that we put our energy into it and let it know what our needs are and let it know how it's going to be integral to your family and your life. So I did that, and I put all of the china in there. And my Aunt Marilyn sent me a cool picture. Martha Stewart, when she stores her china, she stacks the teacups like a saucer teacup, saucer teacup. So I did that, and actually it's really good. So I'm quite happy. I did put some sage in there. I put a bundle of sage in there, and it's in the drawer. But I have the small silver service that I have, that inherited from my great grandmother, and it's a very small silver plate set. And I put all my serving pieces in there, and I put some of our glasses in the bottom. I put some of the Lennox in the bottom, so it's out of the way. It's just really, really fun. But the whole business of Charming Homes is to infuse your energy into that piece of furniture and then kind of make it your own. So one of the things I said to Greg is the top of it wants to be gold. And he goes, "You're out of your mind." And I go, no. The top of it wants to be gold. So I'm going to get some gold paint. I'll put some gold paint on there. And it's not an antique. It's an older piece, but it's not an antique. So I am going to get a fake fern. We do have a mix of fake and real plants in our house. I'm going to get a fake fern to put on top of it, and do just a couple other little things around it. So we'll have some fun with it. But that's part of my whole Charming Homes philosophy, is like we have these things that you know we buy things in our home so that it looks pretty. But if you start to infuse energy into them, if you start to be conscious about how you're infusing energy, and this is external from feng shui or anything like that, this is just about figuring out, like, there's no rule book. Like, if it feels good and your house is vibing, then by all means do it. That's another thing that I did, was I have a beautiful crystal sound bowl, but I did bring my little sound bowl down here so that I can keep the basement in tune as well. So ideally you want to get a sound bowl. F sharp is a healing sound, healing note. You want to get one that maybe hits the F sharp. You absolutely can get these things. I have little setups of goodies that will keep things nice and chill. I've got a Himalayan salt lamp over here. Fun fact about Himalayan salt lamps: you have to turn them on every now and then. You can't just leave them sit, because they will absorb all the humidity and they'll get sticky, and sometimes they cry. So that being said, does anyone want to read on the potential of Meghan Markle writing a book? Shout out below while I get this other camera set up. Do 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 do. Oh, Jay, you're so lucky. Tuning fork. I love that. Alicia cleans all of her crystals with she cleans all of her crystals with sound. And I don't have a tuning fork, but I kind of need one. Like, I don't think I'm going to send all my crystals back to her for tune-ups. If she lived closer, I might do that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to send crystals across the country for tune-ups. So yeah, sound off in the comments if you want to read on something. I just wanted to make sure that I got on here and I give you guys what you deserve. So word on the street is that Meghan, hi Deborah, I see lots of new people, and I see woohoo following here as well. So that's on Facebook. I don't know who that is. So word on the street is that Megs may write a memoir. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm drinking Coca-Cola. I never drink this. I just started watching The Crown, and on Saturday night, I stayed up until 2:30 in the morning, which is unheard of because, like, I'm a 5 a.m.er. I stayed up until 2:30 in the morning watching The Crown. I'm totally hooked. Let them ponies run. Good evening. I'm totally hooked. I know it's fictionalized, but I think it's great. I think Prince Philip is awesome in it. The guy who plays Prince Philip in season 1. So I just can't, like, get my act together since then from staying up so late. I'm drinking soda late at night. Now I'll have trouble going to sleep tonight. But so let's see. Is Meghan in discussions about writing this memoir? Is she talking to anyone? Hi, Jen. I haven't seen you in so long. So, yeah, I could do Ripple of Hope after this. Yeah, absolutely. So, is she in talks about writing a memoir? Memoir, not a sound from the pavement. Told you guys I had singing lessons. I was just being goofy. Okay. So this is Megan in talks about writing a memoir? Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. So it looks as though there is an offer. I would say this King of Cups is somebody who's like, yeah, come on, let's do this. Let's do this. And it looks like there's a holdback on this because she's not sure what she would put in there. So there really is kind of an I don't know moment. She loves the idea though. This is a great idea. She wants to do this. Um she's trying to figure out what other things. So we've got this 4 of cups here trying to pull things out of the ether, and we have the moon. She's trying to pull things out of the history that they had there so that she can present things with a different lens. I said lens, people, lens. Uh, the truth is, under the surface, she doesn't have very much more to sell. Her bushel of apples is pretty much empty right now. So she doesn't really have much more tale to tell. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a little bit. Let me see if I can get there. Wah, wah, wah. All right, focus is a little bit better. Sorry, guys. So it looks like she's in talks, but she doesn't have anything. So what is this dude telling her? This King of Cups who's like, I'll be your daddy. I'll be your daddy. I'll be your literary daddy. Oof. So the song that he is selling her is It's Not Going to Matter What You Say at This Point. Everyone thinks that they're terrible. You've gone too far. We're never going back. You're never going back there. I mean, not but you're never going back there. So you may as well go the plaid. You may as well go your own way and go the plaid. Under the surface, she's thinking about it. She likes to talk. She likes to talk. So, those of you that don't know, I am a fiction writer. And one of the things that I do is I use my headset to write. It's how I wrote 7 novels, none of them published because I'm a big chicken. And I did write my tarot book that way. So, it's a great way. If any of you are aspiring writers, I highly suggest that you can do it in your Word program. There is a text to talk. Just get a headset, because if you speak it into the it's not going to work as well. So what does Harry think about Megan writing a memoir? What does Harry think of Megan writing this memoir? All right, I'm already getting something pretty funny. Oh, I think he's encouraging it because it'll take the heat off him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think he's like, "Oh, Megan, that's a great idea, because everyone will want to hear your story first person, right? First person experience, I can tell them how it was for me, but only you can prevent forest fire." So no, only he really wants her perspective to be spoken because he's just a witness to all of this. So stupid. And it really there's a little bit of self-preservation here. So I think we're looking at maybe Harry's getting a little bit sharper. I still think that there's a lot of substance use going on with him. Let's just take a look at that because I think that's a lot of the clouding of this. And by substances, that can even be like beer and wine. Like, let's face it. Sloppy shuffle. Holy moly. Like the sloppiest shuffle. Cards went everywhere. Everybody take a drink. Did I get them all? All right. So is he still partaking in substances? Hi, MB. Welcome to the fray. I don't think he's supposed to be. I don't think he's supposed to be partaking in anything. I have a feeling that somebody's been slapping the cup out of his hand, telling him, no, you can't have that. No, you can't have that. No, no. And there's like a whole thing with calories. Like she's talking about calories when she slaps it out of his hand. I don't know if anyone saw the video, the picture of him hiking. He looks awfully lean. I'm just saying, like he was always kind of lean, like, but he looks awfully lean. Maybe she's got him on some crazy diet. Is she not letting him drink? I don't think she's letting him drink alcohol. Yeah, she's ruling the roost. There she is. She's like, you need to clean up so that you can be a producer like me. She wants him to produce like her. Oh, for goodness sake. So, is he smoking? I'm not talking about cigarettes. I want to know if he's smoking. Let's see if he's smoking. Greg was smoking. For those of you that watch the Brady Bunch. Yep. She's doling it out too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She is. Does she smoke? She still smoke? I think she does, but I don't think she lets him know. I don't think they smoke together or partake. So, like the whole gummy world. But yeah, I think she is occasionally giving him a leg up and letting him have some smokables, edibles, whatever it is. I think she's letting him do that. It's probably a big draw for him moving to California. I know they just legalized it here in New Jersey. So that's been interesting. Oh, very strange indeed. So, let's go to the Ripple of Hope. Oh, and you know what? I didn't put my banner up. This is for entertainment purposes only. We'll put the banner up. So, Ripple of Hope. Let's read on the right now. Right now, right now, right now. So I just want to say intuitively right now, Carla, I know. So what I'm getting immediately is I intuitively I'm seeing William and Kate in a much larger profile than them. This is like, like the itty bitty, they're like itty bitty over here, or wait here, itty bitty over here, and then William and Kate are like ginormous over here. Like this really is like a second, third string kind of performance from them. So or production, I don't even know what to call it. So and I did see all all the articles about the second row Kennedys. So like that, the whole Kerry Kennedy and this whole thing that they're doing is in competition already with Earth Shot. So we've got like now an additional layer of competition on top of it. So let's see, is Harry going to the Ripple of Hope? Ripple of Hope. Is Harry right now? What is his story? Is he going to go? Guys, want to do one shot? We'll do one shot. One shot. Let's see. Is he going? Is he going right now? His energy right now. I got a card right in the middle of the deck. It's sticking up. It's like I feel like a magician. Okay, so some cards in tarot are yes and no. Okay, like the Devil card is a no. The Ace of Cups is a yes. That's a yes. So the Six of Swords is going to be contextual card, in my opinion, because the Six of Swords, when it's upright, is good, making the safety move, going to a place of safety. I wish this was a little bit less bright. I don't know why it's so bright. So it's like that scene in Poltergeist when they go to the front door and the light gets really bright. I have no idea why that happens. I don't know. Maybe it's the universe shining down. I don't know. But so this contextually, this would be making the right choice, getting to a safe place. But since it's in reverse, this is not making a good choice. This is not putting your best foot forward. So what is his plan? What is his plan here? Does he want to go? Does he want to go? Yes, because he wants people to see him partnered with good organizations. He wants people to know that he wants his past to know that the future is calling for him. What is his plan? To partner, to balance. Oh God, to keep talking. Oh, let me pull that comment down. Jumping Jupiter. Drizzle of hope. Drizzle of hope. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, no way. Deborah, that's like 5 minutes away from me. It's like right here. Holy crow. Yeah, I'm not far from there. So, he wants to partner with them because this is an opportunity. This is in his head for him to do good and to also be a royal because they consider him a royal. No one owns the word royal. He's still a prince. I think everyone there calls him prince, and I think he eats it up with a spoon. Let's see. Do they call him prince? Does everyone refer to him as your Royal Highness? Does everyone refer to him as your Royal Highness? Do they use your Royal Highness with him? The Drizzle of Hope people. Do they use your Royal Highness with him? Do they use your Royal Highness with him? Yes. Yes. Does he want to go to the awards to show up, William? Yes. All right. So we all know that Megan can't read the room. Is she going to wear a gold dress? Is she going to wear a gold dress? Says yes. I don't know if she's going to wear a gold dress. I don't know if she'll wear a gold dress, but oh, for Pete's sake. I'm saying it. They're going. They're going, guys. Like it looks like he's going. So, you'll see tomorrow. I did a reading from the perspective of the Earl Spencer, I think is how we call Diana's Princess Diana's Diana, Princess of Wales's brother. I'm sorry. My HD tutor. So yeah, I think they're still treating him like a royal, and he feels like he can live that duality that he wanted with what he had asked Queen Elizabeth for, being half in, still being fabulous, earning buckets of money. So let me go back. Let me go back. All right. So let's see how this is going to like play. By the end of the week, I have a Will Smith video too for his comeback. So you guys can keep an eye out for that. I think that's on Friday. I think I'm posting that up on Friday. So how is this ripple of hope, drizzle of dope, sloppy shuffle, everybody drink. Those of you that are new, every time I drop my cards, you got to take a drink. How is this going to play out? How is it going to play out for them? Harkles, Harkles, Harkles. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's go. 34 of you. Thanks, everybody. Ooh, Tower. But Tower is not necessarily bad. This is not bad. The next card is what's going to tell us if it's bad or good. So this will be a changing moment. This will be a fork in the road. Robert Frost, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Page of Cups in reverse doesn't look like it's going to be, does not look like it's going to be responded to well. Oh, and there's the general public. But then we have this Two of Cups. Oh my. Oh. Oh, yeah, that doesn't look so good. So, what we have here is a cataclysmic event, a life event. They're not going to be seen very well. I think he is not the best public speaker. I know other people have said, oh, he's a good public speaker. I don't think that he is. I think he comes off very wooden. I don't think that his scripts are appropriate for him. I don't think that he can sell the I don't think he can sell that sentiment that she's writing for him. I just don't think that he can do it. And he is going to be very critical of the critical voices. So he's going to have a lot to say about it. And I think he's going to cross some lines. So his response to the negative response to his actions is going to be more negativity. They are going to shine a big light on his inability to produce anything and to do anything. He really should just be shaking hands and saying hello. In the end, I think the two of them are going to be standing in an empty ballroom. Judgment is abound. So I think that's what's going to happen. So Sharon, I have to ask you if you can comment below. Is her paid speaking event tonight? Because I'll read on that sucker too. Yeah, Jen, I know, but you know what? I think they're willing to kind of shake this off So here, I'm going to pull Jen's comment up so those of you can see it. So, yeah, this is for fighting institutional R word. I'm not allowed to say R word. So I don't think they will cut him off from this. I think they're going to wait for the book. And I think they're going to wait, or well, I should do it in chronological order. They're going to wait for the Netflix series, which is coming out like in a few days, and they're going to wait for the book. And then it's all going to be evidence compiled. And they're going to be like, well, here we go. Like, hey, you obviously don't want to be here. So here's your dismissal. I think really that's what we're looking at with them. I think the evidence, this is death by 1,000 cuts, but they're doing it to themselves. They're just kind of creating all of this situation. So I'm going to come back to that question. Swoop. So let's see how the Waleses will do. We'll switch decks too. We'll give this deck a little breather. We'll come back to that one. And I got the super gold one out, so we'll use this. Preemptive drink for the sloppy shuffle on the you guys know that. There it is. This deck is so slippery, but I love it. It's so shiny and amazing. So, don't get mad at me, but I have some concerns about their trip. Oh, there's a lot of love, 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 crazy love. You give me love, 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 crazy love. So there's going to be a very bright, shiny light on them. But I think that there are some threats in the background that are kind of putting a dark cloud over this whole thing. I was a little bit nervous yesterday. I was like, oh, something's not right about this trip. So, sometimes us sensitives, those of you that are on here, I think Tarot Destiny's on here. Serendipity, if she comes on, we get these kind of flashes of stuff. And so I was a little bit worried about this trip. This looks like we're going to be surrounded by a lot of love, and it's almost, is there going to be any danger on this trip for them? Yeah. Yeah. So, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse, the Moon, and the 10 of Wands. There's somebody out there, and this happens all the time. This isn't like, something that I'm saying. Anytime you have a high profile person and there's an event, there's always some kind of sketchy threat that goes on. It's just the nature of the beast of being that kind of person. And having that kind of exposure. So, I think that there's some sketchiness going on here. Is that going to interfere with this celebration? Is that going to interfere with it? I got one jump out. King of Wands in reverse. I think the threat is more against William than it is against Kate. Sorry. I do think that this is just something that we're going to see with high profile people. And there are sometimes individuals out there that just are very sick-minded. So will this come off without a hitch? Are we going to have all of our MI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in play? Are we going to have all of those guys in play? Are they going to do their job and do it well? You guys going to do your job and do it well. The heir apparent. Ooh, that's not encouraging. That's not encouraging. So I think it's the domestic forces, the domestic people that are going to drop the ball on this. I think that's really who's going to drop the ball. And those are our possibly our alphabet committees that we have here in the United States. So they really need to get their act together and not be quite so flip about this. This isn't a pop star. This is the heir apparent to the British throne. But it seems like there's a bit of a flip attitude toward that position from domestic forces. So I hope that Johnny goes in his kilt. I think possibly he should be somebody who's on board with them. I know he's working for Prince Charles right now, but I keep getting that Knight of Swords and the 10 of Swords in reverse. I don't like that. Sometimes you just got to keep pulling cards until they start to look better. 5 of Pentacles. Sun in reverse. Hangman in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. 9. I'm sorry, guys. This does not look good. I'm trying not to read it poorly, but it does look like there's some kind of threat that's going on there. So, yeah. So that's a little disturbing. Is it from Megan's camp? Hi, Simon says. How are you? I got to do everything you ask, Simon says. Simon says, is it from Megan's camp? Thanks, Carla. I love this deck too. It's super slippery though. Oh, Jay, did you buy this deck? I thought you bought this deck too. Oh boy. So possibly. Oh, possibly. I'm saying that really loudly. Possibly. Oh, crap. So we have this Knight of Pentacles who doesn't have a pot to piss in, has no money, celebrating with this Queen of Cups and the Empress in reverse. We all know who the Empress in reverse is. So that Ace of Swords is getting rid of the trouble. So possibly, Simon, I'm going to say, is it from Meg's camp? Possibly. Very, very, very much likely. So, God, so annoying. Unbelievable. How will Catherine be? Feels like the target is more William than Catherine. How will Catherine be? Well, that's a safety card. That's a safety card. Out of harm's way. Devastated for the future. If anything happens to him, she will be absolutely devastated. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. So yeah, good vibes. Absolutely. Absolutely, Deborah. Good vibes sent to there. I will be sending a lot of heavy energy there. So let me scroll back up. I know I have people asking questions. So if you want personal reading, you can type it in all caps in the comments, but also I do kindly request that you make a donation. I still think it's wild that you picked up my accent, Deborah. Okay, so we got them. And we have a Facebook user here. I'm going to put this deck on the side. Guys, keep your questions coming. I'll stay on as long as you have questions. So let's do this. We're going to switch over to this one. Svige. Is that Svige? Svige. Does he think about you a lot lately? Did me visiting spark something? Let's see. Let's get some romance going. Romance going. So yes, something was put at ease. Something did get put at ease by you visiting. This is exciting news. All right. So this is like life-changing moment. And under the surface is cup overflowing. We've got lots of love here. Yes, I think your visit did spark something. You've got his wheels turning. Or her wheels. I'm not sure. So your Facebook user, I don't see your name, so I'm not sure what your name is. So, but super duper. Good for you. What do I think about Balenciaga? Ugh, gross. And I don't think they pulled the ad yet. So yeah, I'm not loving it. You have to be very careful about what I say here. So let's see. Are they going to pull this ad? Is that Gregopedia and I kind of acted out the sales team meeting? And I said, we need to make a production video of that because it was pretty funny. And it was like, oh my God, wouldn't it be really cool if we like used my bag, this bag that I have with those little kids that are over there? It'd be amazing. And he was like, shut up. I think that's an amazing idea. So yeah, I think this was like really not a good idea. I think this was like on the fly. Like, let's see how far we can go. So let's check it out. Let's see what the hell was Balenciaga thinking. What were they thinking? That's weird. It's a weird reading. This is weird. Hang on. Did Balenciaga know that that campaign would spark controversy and traction for them? Yeah, it was done on purpose. Is there any legitimacy to what they were promoting? Is there any legitimacy to what they were promoting? Is this a company that actively endorses that? No, no. Was this a dumb marketing idea by idiots in the planning stages? Was this a dumb idea by idiots in the marketing room? That's a yes. So this was a stupid folly situation. Um Apparently heads are rolling now because of it. So we may or may not hear about the heads that rolled. So I don't think they're quite as out there with their layoffs as like Elon Musk is. Elon Musk is like, I fired everybody. Here's a picture of my nightstand with Diet Coke and GUNs. So, oh, God bless Elon Musk. Uh, so it looks like the higher ups are pretty upset about this. Like, I get it. It was supposed to be. I don't know. Does any of you remember? I think it was Subway. It was like pre Jared Vocal. I think it was Subway. Are they the ones that toasted? No, it was Quiznos. Quiznos. It was a sub place, and they like their whole shtick was they like toasted your sub. But they came out with an ad, and it had these weird little critters in the ad that were like they were like cobbled together like before Photoshop, like they were terrible. And there's a name for that advertising. I'm not an advertiser, so I don't know. But there was a name for that advertising. It was like do something really outlandish and weird so that everybody pays attention. And it's talking about how outlandish and weird it is, and then you catch it on the tailwind all of the sales because like then people will find out what the product is really like and they'll go in that direction. They'll say, oh, okay, I remember the stupid ad. This happened, I think, when I was in my early 20s. It was a really creepy ad, but it was definitely Quiznos or Subway. But this was a stupid marketing idea. Stupid marketing idea that just somebody okayed. Whoever okayed it is not okay now. Is Kim Kardashian going to leave the company? Is she going to disassociate from Balenciaga? Balenciaga. It's a fun name to say. It's like Francisco. Francisco. That's fun to say. Elf, favorite Christmas movie. Well, it was one of my favorites. Not my only favorite. Is Kim K going to distance herself from Balenciaga? She's ooh, that's weird. Same cards, right? She is making her feelings heard on this matter. She's not going anywhere. She's not leaving. She's not leaving. She doesn't want to do any new campaigns. That's her negotiation here. So she's going to be like, I just don't want to get and wait, let me do Kim Kardashian. I don't want to get any further involved with this organization. I really feel like it's not resonating with my values as a mother. I sound like Courtney now. As a mom. It's a bluff. It's a complete bluff. She's not going anywhere. Balenciaga is going to keep talking to her, Tell her that they were idiots. This is like, what was the, oh, it was Spinal Tap. Kick my ass for a man. It was one of the guys who screwed up on the tour. They're gonna be like, kick my ass for a man, kick my ass. Punish me, which kind of makes sense with the whole campaign. And she's like, all right, like maybe we can rebuild our relationship. And what do they need to do to rebuild that relationship? They need like to like call everything in. And I want to be protected from any of this craziness that you guys are doing. Any splashback from this, like, I just want to be protected from it. I want my interests totally separate from this. And then we can all be very, very happily combined together. We can do this. We can do this. So I don't think she's going to go anywhere. I don't think she's going to, at this moment, she is not going to disassociate herself from Balenciaga. She did have to make a little bit of a stink about it because it was pretty distasteful. So she did do that. Let's see what we got. So Sharon is, let me see. You think so? Okay. All right. So let's see. I don't even know what that thing is she's doing. Hang on. Let's look it up. Always the professional. Oh my gosh. So let's see. So let's see. Champion of human rights. Meghan Markle to speak at lavish event. Meghan Markle has spoken on the power of women at a lavish charity event in the U.S. tonight, which has seen guests pay $5,000 for a table of 10. I think that price went down. All right. So what champion of human rights? Well, is this the one where she's like Illinois, like or Idaho, or not Idaho? She's not in Idaho. Women's Fund is proud to welcome Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, to Indianapolis. I knew there was an I in there someplace. So Women's Fund. Let's see. Another sip of soda. Oh, my stomach's going to hate me for that later. I'm chasing it with a glass of wine. Don't worry. How is her speech going to go? How will it be received by the local group? So, for somebody who screams about equity, and I'm sorry that I'm fussing with this, but I just want to get it nice and straight. Sorry, guys. My problem is that I walked past my camera on the other side and knocked it over today. So, hasn't been right since. So there's a lot of people blowing smoke up her butt about this. They're like, oh yeah, this is really great. And, this is just the beginning of our relationship together. And we're going to be able to do lots of stuff. I don't think that the crowd is going to be particularly fond of her. I don't think that they're going to be, it's not standing ovations and applause and screaming. I think she's going to get a little bit of fuel out of this. Maybe able to read the room a little bit, not really getting from this page to the night. The night is in reverse. She's just not able to get that spark going. The will is there. The ability is not. We all know this. But I think they're going to partner with her. And I think they're telling her with time, we'll make this a much more successful endeavor, coupling with us. How are the sales on this event? Do we have an empty room? Do we have a full room? We have a lot of people there. How are the sales for the event? That technically was a sloppy shuffle, so you all can have a drink. How are the sales on this event? Sales, sales, sales. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Holy moly. How are the sales on this event? One card. One shot, one kill. Sales were not good. I think there are a lot of empty tables. So, did she up the ante? Did she take pictures with people? No, did not. Did not want any evidence. Give me your money. I think the theme of her speech was saying, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of an amazing, organic, what'd she say, natural and organic relationship with this organization who I've followed for so long, for the 45 years of my life. I mean, for the last 10 years, I have been following this organization and seeing all the good things they do. And I'm just thrilled to have my cart hitched to their horse. I think that's what she's doing. So there we go. Hi, babe. I'm live. Bye, babe. So we covered this one. Red Rose. Yes. You may ask a question. How does Joel feel about me? And I can call you Rafia. Okay, Rafia. You know what? I'm going to give you the gold deck too. And that's Raven. I got to let you guys in on a secret. So one of the reasons you got a live tonight, we were supposed to decorate the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree's up. It's lit. It's got like a couple of ornaments on it. I was going to decorate the tree with my family tonight. But Gregopedia decided that him and my son had to go out and build some shelves in the garage. So we're not decorating the tree. They're building shelves. Christmas is a little bit off, so not too worried about it. Not too worried about it just yet. All right, so how does Joel feel about Rafia? So he is not quite ready to move on. There are more people and more opinions that are going into his selection of a date. I know that sounds kind of odd, but he is leaning into the opinions of others. So I don't know if this is mom and dad. It may well be, but it looks like he's got, other people that are influencing his opinion. So he's coming into his own, though. I don't think that it's something that's going to take a long time. I mean, he's like in this growing up phase, and he's, trying to kind of break out on his own. They don't know it. They're not going to like it when he says, hey, I'm going to make this decision all on my own. But it is what it is, so he's definitely coming into his own, and he's growing up in a big way. Again, we have this Tower card, which is a life-changing moment. So I think wait a little bit, keep in touch with him. Don't let him wiggle off, because he's got some power that he's got to take back or take. So let's see. I hope Handsome Johnny is with the Waleses. That's so hard to say. The Waleses. Oh, hi, Serendip. Oh, and Simon Says, hit the like, guys. Thanks, Simon Says. So, thank you, Serendipity. Thank you, darling. Darling. Oh, for pizza. And then we got our trolls here. More trolls on Facebook. Uh yeah, Jared is ew, right? um Indianapolis, and they're having really bad weather. In Indianapolis? Hello, LS. Hello. Hi, LS. New sub. Your new sub. Welcome. We have some fun here. So I'm doing another live tomorrow night. So, oh, you decorated tonight. I'm so jealous. So I have a few things up. No, and I love that elf on a shelf too. Oh, you know what, Deborah? My dad is Jewish, and I always worry about that with the mezuzah on the front door. But I say, if anybody wants to step to me like that, then they're gonna get the bad side of Anna Banana over here. So, but I do understand that. Yeah, the elf on a shelf. I never did that craziness where like I froze them in like a block of ice, or dress them up in like different costumes, or like created all these vignettes. But my husband Gregopedia, he did position. There was Darth Vader, and then I think the elf was like hanging from one of the curtain rods. So it's super super fun. My kids loved it. So it's snowing in Seattle. Oh, for Pete's sake, I am so sorry. Yeah, I say the same thing. Get the decorations out. Be proud. Be proud. Absolutely. I asked my parents last week, we were all talking about they live down in Florida most of the year, and then they're up here just for the holidays. And I was like, all right, so we have Christmas down. What are we doing for Hanukkah? And they were like, ugh, we're not doing anything. I was like, what? So no Hanukkah for us. What? Get out. Wait a minute. I got to look it up. Hang on. Okay, so there is there's a video that says he was hospitalized due to a stroke, but it doesn't look like there is anything on. Okay. So yeah, July 15th, 2020, Brad Pitt could have potentially had a stroke at some point because he was diagnosed with prosopagnosia, which is face blindness, which makes it hard for him to recognize other people's faces. Now, I heard about that years ago. That he had face blindness, which is really weird because he's in an industry where you really have to you have to remember people's faces. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at that, but like you know, it you have to hobnob when you're in Hollywood. So you know, you really have to do that. Oh, bye Jay. Jay had to split. So let's see. Is this fact or fiction? I'm going to use my Housewives Tarot. Okay. Brad Pitt. No, I'm going to respectfully disagree. I don't think that this happened. I think he's okay. I think there's something going on with him, but I don't think that this is like an active situation. It looks like he's okay. Like this is work, and this is happy home work. The Four of Pentacles, you know, is not being restricted. He's kind of cutting loose. And then underneath there's this great deal of patience and temperance, and he's just kind of going along. So 9 of Pentacles, he's happy. 8 of Pentacles, working on his craft. 7 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles here. You know, he's really just kind of going through the motions, and there's a lot of money here. Like I know he has a movie either in production or coming out with Margot Robbie. Is that how I say her name? Robbie? I always say her name and Seth Rogen's name. I always say Seth Rogen, and my whole family makes fun of me. But this looks like it's not. Look at all these pentacles. Holy moly. So looks like he's okay. But I'm gonna keep an eye on that, because that's kind of crazy if that's what's going on with him. We'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, I'll watch the video when we get off here. So all right. What else do I have on my list? So I don't think I have. Do you want me to do any celebrity readings, Angus?
No. Can you do a reading on wood?
My son just asked me to do a reading on wood. I don't know what that means.
Prices.
Wood prices? Why? Were they expensive when you went there?
No, they're down.
Oh, they're down. Wood prices are down?
Yeah.
According to my son,
2x4s are down like $1.
Wood prices are down. 2x4s are down $1.
What?
2x4s are down by like $8.
Oh.
I'm sorry?
2x4s are down by like $8.
Down by like $8?
They're like $13 a piece, like a year and a half ago.
They're like 3 now.
They're like $3.90 something.
How did that happen?
Do a reading on it. See what happens.
No, there's plenty of market analysis as to why it happened. It's too lengthy of a reason to.
Just do a reading on wood.
So because people were at home, not able to go out, they all started doing home projects.
Jumpin' Jupiter said, brilliant, Angus.
So that drove up the demand for it. But the problem is all the mills were closed because of the lockdown. So they couldn't produce the wood that they needed to go out. So when they started producing wood again, they had to make up for the shortage that they had from earlier. But again, not all the mills are running. Only 5 mills are really do all of the wood in the United States.
You know what I hear? That my supply cost for the Magic Shack just went down.
Okay.
Thumbs up for the Magic
We
Shack
actually might
going
have-
back into production in the spring.
we might have a little extra wood left over from the shelf.
That's great. Did you guys build them?
No.
No. All right. So let's see. Do. Oh, AJ. I'm like, who's AJ? That's our cat. What? Our cat would make you have a stroke. Our cat's sweet. Our cat's name is Angus Jr. So his name was Angus. We named him Angus Jr. to differentiate between the two. So he is super real estate rich. He's an architect. Yeah. I you know what? I kind of believe that. You know what? Brad Pitt had like Midwestern kind of financial values. So, I think that's that says a lot. If you're like, a normal person and you go out to LA and you make a ton of money, you're not going to live the right way. You're going to be flashy. You're going to make, a lot of poor decisions. So, and serendipity, I don't know what our gas prices are. I actually need gas in my car, and I'll find out tomorrow. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. So, Ellis, so I was setting up a studio in a barn shed. I bought a barn shed, and we had to pour a foundation for it. We finally got the outside of it built. And then like the pandemic hit and all the supplies were like a fortune. So we couldn't run electric to it. So I am currently in my husband's man cave, occupying space, doing all this magical, crazy stuff. So
Throwing off my science.
I'm throwing off your science, but that's yin and yang. This is magic, and you can be science over there. So I think I'm going to start wrapping this up, guys.
What am I?
What are you?
Because I'm constantly down here.
You are Mr. Creativity.
No.
Tap on something. Do a nice beat. I need you here for like when I make bad jokes, you can do rim shots.
You would go deaf. They're really loud.
Wow. I would go deaf. I'm already deaf. So
Exactly. I don't want to make you more deaf. You're not totally deaf.
good looking corn-fed hunk. Yeah, I know historically he was hi Terror Destiny.
He was high fairness.
Oh, and Jay Marcus said at least your son's asking about issues concerning old school hands-on productivity and no technology. He's a musician. He does lots of stuff with his hands.
Don't ever say that.
See, my whole family participates. You just remodeled to sell. Oh, it was like plywood kind of blew us out of the water. Like we went out there and like we're looking at plywood. I was like, oh my God. And it just was like completely crazy. So, all right, guys, since I'm not getting any requests for personal readings, I think I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to go make some dinner for my fancy pants family. So I actually have a HelloFresh. I have HelloFresh meals. So I will be back tomorrow night, 5:30. I think I set it up for. So you can set yourself a reminder. So we'll be doing this again tomorrow. So bring your questions and we'll talk then. Maybe we'll do a little bit more charming homes. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you later.